Christian, give us the global perspective on where this leaves America this morning and our allies, because Benjamin Netanyahu, fully supportive of Israel, fully behind the U.S. on this. But France, the French government this morning says the world is now a more dangerous place.
Well, you heard Secretary Pompeo say to John that the French are wrong. I mean, he categorically said that. Remember that on the eve of the Iraq war, the U.S. invasion of Iraq in March of 2003, then President Chirac said the United States was going to open a can of worms, and France did not go along with this action and wanted more time to figure out what exactly was the intelligence with the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. And President Chirac was proved right. I think the French have a huge history in that region. So do the British, so do many other people who not only have a history and a diplomatic history, but also have people and personnel in the region. So that is going to be, again, something to watch, because as everybody has said, it's unlikely that Iran would take on the United States in any effort at symmetrical warfare. It's very, very unlikely. It hasn't happened in the past. It's unlikely to happen now. But the asymmetrical, the ability to lash out in many parts of that region is clear and present. And it is the reason, or at least one of the main reasons, why successive U.S. presidents, from George W. Bush to Barack Obama and up until now President Trump, have not taken this massive escalatory step. And remember, Qasem Soleimani was at the height of his power when he was taken out. Unlike Osama bin Laden, who was a forgotten, nothing burger, sort of hiding in a, villa in Pakistan. But it's not the person you take out, it's what they leave behind and the tentacles and who comes next. Al-Qaeda terrorism did not end with the sidelining of Osama bin Laden. ISIS has not ended with the killing of al-Baghdadi. So if you're trying to end whatever's happening, this is a major escalation, and we need to see what the plan is.
Also, another note, obviously, Soleimani, for better or for worse, and this isn't a value judgment, he was a government official. That's what differentiates him from bin Laden as well. So you were killing a government official with this, and that has different implications. Christian, we have to let you go in about 20 seconds. The U.S. relationship with Iraq, the Iraqi Prime Minister Abdul al-Mahdi condemned this action. It's a violation of the U.S. agreement to station troops in Iraq. What will this do to the U.S. presence there?
Well, overnight, the U.S. missile attacks on the Al-Khatib, the Hezbollah Al-Khatib base, changed the U.S.-Iraq relationship. Iraq suddenly went, and this is what experts are telling me, from, demonstrating against Iranian presence and others to demonstrating against the United States. Did the United States expect its embassy in Iraq, one of the most guarded embassies in the world, to be breached by pro-Iranian militias in Baghdad? Did the United States expect that when it retaliated for the killing of that American contractor? And now the government of Iraq is under massive pressure. We'll see how it plays out, and whether these Shiite militias, whether it's Muqtada al-Sadr in Iraq, whether it's Hassan Nasrallah, the head of Hezbollah in Lebanon, what is the pressure from the streets? And of course, what will Iran do? I mean, the idea of Iran wanting now to do that famous photo op that President Trump wanted back in September of the UN, it's over. They're talking about revenge now. And so we just simply don't know what's going to happen. And remember, the French are saying it's more dangerous because Emmanuel Macron was the mediator between President Trump and Hassan Rouhani, trying to get that relationship back on track. But the US have gone from maximum economic pressure to now military action.